good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, depending on wherever you are. For me, it's afternoon, so that's what I just typically roll with. For those who've been watching, this is Bree, otherwise known as RiseOfSadiestic. Today I wanted to do something a little different. Usually I stream like something like Fortnite, and I apologize, my voice is terrible right now. I'm feeling a little sick. But I'm here, and I'll be here again tomorrow for Fortnite. But I want to do something a little different. And of course, the day I wanted to just talk and chat with my, different viewers is the day I don't feel good. So we'll push through it. If it gets to be that bad, I will just play something instead so it's a little bit more entertaining for you. But I am here today to just try to answer as many questions as I can. So let's go ahead and just start off with the topic that I love talking about, which is games themselves. And you'll see me drinking a lot, and I apologize. My boy, again, I sound horrible. So I have been an avid game collector for like nearly all my life. Um, this room here is kind of like my mini shrine to games, while the rest of the house is dedicated to the rest of them. In this room alone, I talked about this before on a previous stream, but in this room alone, I have everything from Atari, Coleco, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, um, the Wii, the Wii U, Switch, a couple DSs, a couple Game Boys, a couple 3DSs, Xbox One, PS1 through 4, a Retron 5. I'm probably missing more in there. A Nintendo 64, which is downstairs, and PSPs. Did I say that one? I also have PSPs. So with that, I have tons of games that go with it. Um, for those particular ones, sorry, I'm trying to get something set up over here as well. So for those ones, I have, gosh, easily dozens per system. Some I have, oh, and I forgot my PC. I'm a PC gamer. Um, so for that one, I have like hundreds. On Steam alone, I have at least 200, or not more. And that doesn't even include the games I don't even buy on Steam. I also have a bunch of games sitting behind me. I don't know if you'll be able to see this very well, but right behind me where the cat house is, there's a container unit there that has nothing but video games in it. In the loft beside me, I have arcade units. Everything from Pac-Man, like basically the one-up systems. I have about 3 or 4 of those. I'm about to pick up Killer Instinct, I think, because I love that game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go buy it. I was gonna buy The Simpsons, but I don't know. Like, I'm not into that secondary game. Um, when it comes to other stuff, when it like other board games or things like board games, that probably eclipses, except for like my digital games, probably eclipses my hard copies of console games. Um, I have 2 closets behind me full. I have a tote downstairs full, an entertainment center downstairs full. I have 2 giant boxes in my closet to my left, which this might be right to you, but I'm pointing to my left, um, full of games. I have another backpack full of just card games, and I'm pretty sure I have another container full as well. So to say that I'm addicted to games would be an understatement. I'm not sure why it is. I I have 2 younger brothers, and of course, like when you have to try to keep up with them, you kind of get into it. So like some of the stuff that I got into because of them was like Magic the Gathering. I still have a bunch of cards. I don't play it, but I have a bunch of cards. Had another male friend of mine who was really into uh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bought cards just to play with him. Had another friend that was in the Final Fantasy card game. Bought cards just to play with him. If depending on the game, it really doesn't matter to me. I just love to play games. My all-time favorite one though is Nightmare. Nightmare is an older game that plays with a VHS. Now, as you can tell, I'm a little bit older. I'm in my 40s. Um, yes, I actually am in my 40s. So the game plays with VHS, but you can still use like YouTube or something like that and find the video. But when it comes to the game itself, it plays like an actual just straight up board game. It's up to 6 players, and you're just racing. You have like 1 hour to beat this game. While you're going through, the guy on the VHS tape is trying to stop you at every turn. The other players are trying to stop you at every turn, and you're just trying to collect 6 keys. It's like sounds easy, incredibly hard. Like, don't be surprised if nobody wins for a couple games, because it's just that challenging. But I absolutely love it. It's hectic and people just yelling over each other and like trying to reach and trying to stop each other from trying to win. It's ultimately a blast. Probably not the best party game, but it's great around like Halloween because you cut off all the lights, you put on a very shallow one on the board so you can barely even see what's kind of going on. You turn up the volume so it's like really loud, and when the thunder bursts out, it's supposed to scare you. It's really really fun. It also used to go by another name called Atmosphere, but it played a little different. But no, I really like that one as well. And if anybody's watching and you have any particular games that you like, feel free to bring them up. If I've played them before, I will definitely comment on them. If I haven't, then you may make me a buyer of that game. So we'll see. The only thing I can't do is like for actual video games, I can't do like realistic looking ones. Like can't do like your Call of Duties. I get motion sickness real bad. Can't do those. If it's realistic looking, I'm out. But yeah, if you have anything particular like you want to play or that you do play and you're just like, hey, Bree, go check it out. Love to hear your suggestions. Excuse me. Beyond that, a little bit more about myself. I am a romantic comedy nerd when it comes to anime. And probably my all-time favorite ones are like um, Mightiest Disciple Kenichi, Ranma One Half, Toradora, um, I said games, anime like that, my jam. Make me laugh, make me fall in love in the same anime, great. Um, Not really into like mech, really not into like futuristic ones. It just doesn't call to me. I get bored very easy. Like I'm not a Star Wars fan at all, and I apologize if you are, which is really weird, right? You have this kind of nerdy girl that just doesn't like Star Wars, doesn't like Star Trek, doesn't like Star anything really. Um, Give me the old stuff, Lord of the Rings, Renaissance times, stuff like that. Good to go. For those tuning in, if you have yet to follow, please do follow. Those really help a lot. I'm trying to get to affiliates. And of course, if you want to talk about games or your favorite anime, please feel free to put it into the chat, and I will definitely go ahead and talk with you about them. I apologize again for my voice. I am not feeling the best today. My face is really puffy, but here I am doing this because it needs to be done for me. And why does it need to be done for me? I'll get to that in a second. So I started this whole streaming thing for 2 reasons. The first being, I wanted my kids to be proud of me. Like they love this stuff. They love the whole streaming thing and they follow different YouTubers and VTubers and whatever tubers, not the potato kind. And I thought this would be a really good way to kind of get me closer to them. Hey, look, mom's up on the TV screen. That's cool. Now, they're in school right now, but they'll watch this later. That's fine. When it comes to the second reason, though, I deal with a lot of anxiety. I'm not, which is weird because, like, here I am doing this, right? But I find that it helps me deal with my agoraphobia. I find that it helps me deal with things like social anxiety and dealing with things like, well, just public speaking in general, I guess. This is a little easier because I don't have someone looking right back at me. Now, the realistic and logical part of my brain says, I can see that there's at least two people watching. And I can also tell you the logical part of my brain tells me that any number of people can watch this after the fact. So why is it different? I'm not sure, but for some reason I can do this as opposed to just having someone sit across from me and talk to me. Um, Maybe it's just because I feel like someone will tune in and just tune me out, right? Background noise. And that's cool. I can deal with that. Someone here in person, they're staring at me and I struggle with eye contact. You'll notice me looking different ways because I have to look into the camera and I can't do eye contact very well. And nobody's even looking at me. That's what's the dumb thing about this. But it is one of those things where I do try my best to push through a lot of those different fears. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I find that what works for me best, and I'm gonna take another drink because again my voice is trash. I apologize. What I find what works best for me is just pushing myself to do it. If I keep making excuses for myself, I'll just sit here and never make an attempt. This is an attempt. I could fail. That's cool. I could never hit affiliate. Also cool. Would I love it? Absolutely. You know, I kind of feel left out. All my friends are now affiliate and I'm not. Uh, but in the end, what I'm mostly looking for is just a peace of mind that I can do this. I can just look in the mirror and say, Bree, you can do this. And for anybody out there who else struggles with like anxiety or whether it be social or any other kind, you can do it too. Not this. I mean, you could do this too, but I just mean like you can push past it. It's scary. It's hard. Um, but it's not impossible. That was something that took me a lot of years to learn. So let my errors be your boon. Whatever it is it's fearing and making you afraid, making you scared to put yourself out there or scared to take that next step. What do you have to lose? Okay, you fail. That sucks. And one of my fears is fear of failure, fear of being a burden, fear of social anxiety, just talking to people. And here I am doing all those things today to an audience of one or two because it helps. So do whatever it takes for you to get that help for yourself. If you have to go talk to somebody, you need a therapist, do it. It's great. Now that I got that off my chest, let's talk about some more fun things. But again, any topic you want to bring up at this point, I am all ears, or in this case, I guess eyes, because I have to read the chat. So how did I cope with some of those different things? Well, the first thing I did was work on my humor. I took a really took a big interest in bad puns. Like I love bad puns. I love like just dad jokes are hilarious to me. I don't know why. My dad told them all the time. I loved them. Not so much my dad, but my dad's jokes. They were great. Um, No, my dad's not bad. My dad, just he and I didn't get along very well, but I do love him. Just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, dad jokes, absolutely love them. You want to get on my good side? Tell me some good bad dad jokes. Um, the second thing I did was work on different voices, and I've done these in like my other streams, and I really wish my voice wasn't trash right now because I'd probably do more of them. But it does help me clear out my throat a little bit. And this is why I'm drinking, because I'm preparing to do these, right? So the first thing I did was the deep voices, right? I was able to hit like the higher ones pretty early, like like a chipmunk or Elmo or something like that. Just that was easy. But then I started doing the deeper voices, like how do I sound like a guy? How do I do the voices that probably were outside my range, but I wanted to try them. And the first one I did was Louis Armstrong, and it's not a very good Louis Armstrong, but it got me to where I needed to be. So, he has a very deep, gravelly voice, he's down like there, right? It's like, Um, and what that led to was being able to do things like my childhood stuff, right? So it was like um, Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget, which is like, next time, Gadget, next time, stuff like that. Sorry, that does kill my voice. Um, so then there was, uh, gosh, there was so many. Gizmo from the Gremlins, and that's just going back up again. And then the more recent ones, like within the last year, would be more along like Ren from Ren and Stimpy, or we have um, oh my god, Gollum. Oh my god, how did I get the name? Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I have um, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Used to be able to do SpongeBob, not so much anymore. Used to be able to do Patrick, not as well. But it's weird, like how you do your prep for these different voices, and I'd love to be able to do. Hello, Britt. How you doing? Just talking about different voices right now. On a day that I'm sick. Great, right? So I've been trying to cycle through these the best I can. And the day I wanted to do it was the day that, excuse me, the day that I'm trying to do this is the day that my voice is just trash. Um, Ready to go home. You at work? I'm assuming you're at work. Anyway, I'll wait for your response on that one. But so I started doing like the Patrick voices, and all the different setups for these were different, right? So, for Gollum, I had to do like a real 10 minutes left. Hey, 10 minutes is almost nothing. You already spent the last 7 hours and 50 minutes there. 10 minutes is a breeze. Hopefully, the stream will help you get through it a little bit easier. Uh, but if you want to bring up anything video game or fear or goals related, that's what I've been talking about so far. I don't know if you've been here since the beginning, so feel free to talk about those if you like, and I will talk about those as well. Hello. Hey, Ludo. I was talking about, oh my god, you scared me. So dumb. Sorry, I was so lost in thought that scared me. Thank you for the follow, QCam83. And hi, Joy. So dumb. Anyway, scares aside, my heart just leapt out of my chest and somewhere into my throat. Um, Hi. So we were talking about things like games. You need some good survival games to play. I loved playing The Forest. I loved playing 7 Days to Die. Um, some people swear by things like I think Rust is one of them. Friends that play with, if you play 7 Days to Die or The Forest, I'm in. Um, Raft. Raft is another one I love to play. Um, there's another one called oh gosh, I think is it called Grounded or something? It's kind of like Honey I Shrunk the Kids. That one's really fun. 7 Days to Die. Yeah, hit me up sometime. We'll definitely play. I'm in for that one. I had to reinstall it because nobody was playing with me. And then I got to a point where I was just like, all right, well, let me just give myself everything. And I cheat coded just to see what it looked like at the end because just me. And surviving the blood moons are much easier at that point. I'll say that much. Uh, for Ludo and Joy, how are you guys doing today? And also, like, is there any particular survival games you like to play? Because those are. Hey, Andrew. Sorry, I don't know if I saw that one. The color was the same as Cute Cam. So, um, but when it comes to the survival horror games, like probably of all of them, The Forest or Raft would probably be the two I'd play most, and then 7 Days to Die, and then um, Grounded. I think it's called Grounded. I could be absolutely wrong on that one. But basically, it plays like a survival game meets Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Like you fight ants and bugs, and you have to build things out of leaves and sticks, and it's pretty fun. I do have Conan. Wasn't a fan, but I do have it. Ark I've never played. Couldn't help you there. Couldn't tell if it's good or bad. Couldn't tell you if I'd play it. I've just never owned it. Raft is still sitting on my desktop. Um, the rest I think are uninstalled. Raft is just fun. Raft is short. I will say that much. Like I wish there was more to it. And I think they did put out a expansion, but the last time I played, that didn't exist. Arc with a Pokemon mod. True story. I was 42 years old, which I'm 42 now. Before I ever played my very first Pokemon game, not including like Pokemon Go. I'm playing on the recommendation of a friend, and I'm playing Omega Ruby, and she is playing Sapphire, Alpha Sapphire. I'm terrible at these, worse at names, but I don't play Pokemon games. I've never had the patience for it. Don't know why. Which you'd think it would be easier because it's like little short bursts of playing a game. But I'm one of those types that just like when I'm in, and I gotta focus on that and nothing else. I can't do that with Pokemon. It's just I can only do it in short bursts. I didn't like watching you play Arc. I don't remember you playing Arc. Um, Not that I didn't watch it. I probably did. I just don't remember it. What other survival horror games do you play there, Joy? Besides Arc? Because apparently, according to Brit, I didn't like it. Want to wait on answers on that. I'll finish up my story of the voices. So, doing the different voices. Hold on, sorry. Well, Empyrean is a lot of fun. Not much to do, but that's the issue with all survival games eventually. Yes, it is. Like, it's a balance of like a game being too hard, like, or taking too long because then it just isn't fun. Um, I remember the game now. You were beating up dinosaurs. Yes. No. That made me sad. I completely remember this game now because you were just stabbing it and poor dinosaur. Like I'm cool with the forest because like they're just like weird zombie people. I don't know why I have this thing about dinosaurs or like regular people being injured. Zombies, cool. 7 Days to Die, cool. Yeah, Ark, knock it out and feed it so no, you're not gonna hurt it. Like what? That's not how I go down to the animal shelter and pick out a dog. Like I don't just like start kicking it and then saying, "By the way, here's a bone. Come home with me." Like that logic doesn't make sense to me. So I don't understand how that can make sense in Ark. Please explain it to me, because that makes no sense whatsoever. But for the setup for the voices, um, like when I was doing Gollum, for example, like I took a little prep work and I hit it by accident, and then I scared my daughter with it. But it was very much like I had to go into the to try to get to the voice. Uh, while something like Patrick, like I had to shove my chin into my chest, like hey, all the way down here, something to that effect. So it was just completely closing off my airway while it's still trying to push it open. Because like I don't know how much you know, like if you've ever watched like videos on like how voices work or how your airway works. But the more open your your throat is, the deeper it is. So I can push my voice out here like this, and it's just like pushing my vocal cords open. It's like squeezing them really, 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 really tight. Sorry, Joy. No, me either. Pretty sure that's just how you got Stockholm syndrome. Makes no sense. None at all. Let me just go beat you up, give you a present. We're best friends. That's an abusive relationship. I don't care if it's a dinosaur. Don't do that. So I don't think I'll be playing Ark. No offense. Yeah, exactly. It's so weird, right? Like it makes no sense to me whatsoever. But yeah. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Britt. Like I know you were showing that to me for the possibility of me maybe joining. Can't do it. Couldn't couldn't be me. Um, well, you still do because you like having a pet dino. Like I never played it, but I'm pretty sure like can't you have one in like 1,000 other games? Like in fact I know like in Conker's Bad Fur Day you can be a dinosaur. Or uh what else? You're free. Hooray, freedom. Run, go home. Unless you're working from home, then just, shut off the computer and chill. Watch the stream. But I'm trying to think of the games like where you could actually just straight up be a dinosaur. I know Conker's Bad Fur Day you can. Can you make friends with one in Turok, or are you just literally killing nothing but dinosaurs? I never played that one. My brother loved that one. I couldn't get into it. I don't know about the Jurassic Park games. I feel like after the movie where he was making friends with raptors, or whatever variation of those they were, maybe you can make friends with one in there. Um, be home in 3 minutes. That's one heck of a drive, if that. 3 minutes to get home? Nice. I mean, I work from home, but 3 minutes isn't bad either. Um, what was I saying? Oh, actually, let me also do this. Okay. Turok is just hunting them. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Like, it's literally called what? Dinosaur Hunter? Turok Dinosaur Hunter or something to that effect. So that makes sense, right? Like I said, I don't know about the Jurassic Park games, like the later ones. 2.5 miles, that's almost nothing. 3 minutes still so pretty fast. Don't speed. I'm not a mathematician, but that still seems fast even for 3 miles. Um, yeah. Are you speeding? Do we have to call for intervention? Is that 60? Yeah, like I said, I'm not. I used to be really good at math, but now my mind is all stuck with all that new math that my kids are doing. Like, find a common friend and common math, common core math. I'm sorry. No, no. I can do the stuff. I base 10 everything. So I'm sitting here going like, going to a restaurant. They're like, hey, what's the tip? And I go like, I can do 20% tip. 10%, 10%, add it together. We're golden. But trying to do this common core and find, common number and then do add this all that too much. Way too much. If those who don't have kids are watching this stream, wait till you do have kids and they're starting to do that kind of stuff. You'll feel like you didn't go to school. You'll feel like, no, no, I did it this way and it worked just fine. And I'm sure every parent goes through something like that. But math was the one that just hit me hard. And my kids are in third grade and first grade. So it's like they're not that far along yet. I don't know why it makes me feel dumb, but it does. Yeah. Okay, are you a fan of Common Core or you think it's dumb just like the rest of us adults? No, I mean, like, I get it, but it's like, it doesn't feel faster to me. Like, it was easier for me to do base 10, right? Do everything base 10 and then figure out my ones and fives from there. Exactly. It really is. It's like, hey, we're going to add, 83 and 17. Well, now we got to get this to 83 up to 90 using the 7 from here, and then now we have 90, and then plus the 10 over here, and it's 100, and it's like, okay, cool, or I can just do 7 plus 3 plus 1, carry 1 over. There you go. Done. I mean, it's like, I guess. Yes, exactly, Britt. 30 steps to get to a two-step answer. I get that it's a good base because they're talking about like when you get way further in your math classes. But I didn't need those back then, and I probably don't need them now. The Common Core, I mean. I hate it. No, I get that. I enjoy. I just, it's different, and different is weird. No, I don't know. Like I think you basically had it described best as it's 30 steps to get to a two-step answer. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I almost never used a calculator. That was all up here. The only time I had to use a calculator was like for graphing things. Now it's like I have both math stuck in my head, and now like I can't do any math. At least not as quickly. Now I'm all like, okay, let me count my fingers. Let me look at my toes. Are my socks off? Because I need to be able to count to 20. Hold on. True story, by the way. I am a weirdo in the sense that I only wear one sock sometimes. Now, people ask me, and I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but they always ask me, they're like, why do you only just wear one sock? And it's always my left foot. And it's like, well, it's a temperature control thing. If I'm cold, I can just take my unsocked foot and tuck it underneath me, and I'm fine. If I get hot, then I can just let that foot go, and I'll be fine. Not too hot to not too cold. Now, I will say when I go out and about, I do put two socks on. I'm not that kind of weirdo. But for those who are around me here, and you won't see it on camera, I'm not put my feet up in the camera. But like for those who are around here, they'll notice it and they'll just give me that look and then shake their head like, "What's wrong with you?" And that was my little diversion for just the random stories since we were talking about counting toes. Oh my god, another one. Oh, well, not quite the same, but I will take it. That's a victory. I have found someone else who does the one sock thing. Now I feel better. I've actually my best friend from California does the same exact thing. And then my other best friend from the East Coast stares at me like I'm crazy. It's okay. Exactly. It's just a temperature control thing. So people who think it's weird don't, because it's not that weird. At least it's one of those things like don't knock it until you try it type of thing. Sorry, just putting this out there because something that was supposed to be automated did not get automated. What else is like that? What? Please tell me, because I am all about temperature control. Inside Out? Like, I'm tempted to try this now. Oh, thanks, Britt. Uh, yes, I am crazy. I am crazy for a lot of different reasons. Like, first one, having kids. I'm sorry, kids are wonderful. And they also are like, not just mine, I mean kids across the board, are like demon seeds sometimes. And I love them. It's just anybody who's been a parent or who has cared for kids on a longer term basis than just like I got them for a couple hours and I'm sending them back to their mom and dad, but like legit has to be around those kids. No, they can absolutely test your patience. Absolutely just question you or make you question, why did I do this? I remember when I was single and happy and didn't have to like worry about weird bodily fluids or finding random things where they shouldn't be. Like the other day, I found my daughter comes in and she's like, "Mom, I can't use the bathroom." Yeah, I don't blame you, Joy. I don't. She's like, "Mom, I was in the bathroom and I can't go." And I was like, "Why? What's wrong?" She's like, "Cause my brother, he put something in the toilet. Like it's just sitting there, like a hair curler. That's what it was. A hair curler just sitting in the toilet." I'm like, "But why?" And I'm never putting that curler back in my hair again. Like never. That's not a thing that's going to happen. But that means it has to be fished out of there. And unfortunately for me, they had already used it, not the curler. Yeah, there's a lot of things about being a parent that you have to just suck up your pride and go for it. That's not one of them. So I called my wife and I let her know it's there. Because I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Thank you. I can't. Um, she's braver than I am. I'm not. I'm not brave. Not when it comes to germs like that. I didn't. Mm. No, it'll kill me spiritually. I'll know. I'll always know. And then I'll look at, that hand or whatever that item is and just go, well, that's a loss. Yeah, the hand too. You die. You do. You just die inside completely. But I will say this. Despite just that random stuff like that happening and the fighting, Mom, you're doing this, Mom, doing that. Like, despite all that, the minute they come and crawl up in your lap and you're like, Mom, I love you. Mom, I want, not I want, Mom, um, Can we spend some time together? That was a better way to describe that. Heart, it melts. My daughter does this thing. Excuse me. My daughter does this thing where she just goes, please, gone. My heart's gone. She can have it. Whatever she wants. Doesn't matter. I'm such a softie. I know, but still, like, how do you tell if they no? She's adorable. Can't do it. She does that look. She can have whatever she wants. I'm a terrible mom when it comes to giving in. Hmm. Way too late. So I've gotten to the point now, it's like I can tell what she's building up for it. And I hear, like, I just see the motion. I'm just, sorry, can't see it. Can't have it. Because otherwise, she's going to take everything from me. Hello, Angel. I gave you virtual hugs too. There you go. But my son, on the other hand, now my son, he is very logic, or logic based, excuse me, very serious, very opinionated. He's very much like his bio mom. He um he likes to negotiate everything. Now, he's not a great negotiator, not yet, but he will be. My daughter, she absolutely uses their cuteness, and she knows it works. My son, not that he isn't cute, it just he tries a different route, and when it doesn't work, then he kind of does things like a hair curler in a toilet. It's gross. We got a point across. We got punished, of course. I didn't give in to that, but sometimes I have to learn to pick my battles and go, I know it's coming, so do I really, really care if you have, an extra cookie or stay up and, read a book? Now, speaking of books, and for those who have dealt with kids before, what do you feel is a good bedtime for kids under 10? Now, it used to be 7 p.m. for me, and now they both stay up till 8. Do you think that's too early or too late? I can tell you when I was growing up, especially when I hit high school, I really didn't have one. It was just kind of like, just make sure you get up in the morning. Now, they did have one a little earlier. Yeah, see, well, we weren't homeschooled, but I kept my hair really short when I was in high school, just so that I didn't have to wake up early. And now it's like much, much longer. It's like, down here. But I kept it real short, and I didn't have to worry about like getting up and doing anything special with my hair. It was just get out the door and go. Uh, so I could sit there and take my shower the night before. Didn't have to worry about things like makeup. It was just 7 o'clock. Wake up. My bus comes at 7:10. Quickly throw on some clothes and be out the door. I barely eat anyway, so didn't care about the food. Now, you can tell I'm a bigger girl, but that's just mostly because of the fear. I don't go anywhere. But I'm a very notoriously slow eater. Yeah, like, okay. So, so it's a great point, Joy. When I get ready for stream, my stream starts at 2 Central. I'm already getting ready by like 12:30. And it's like, hey, you gotta do your hair, you gotta make sure the stream's up and running. About like an hour of that is me making sure that my hair is good, and it's not because I'm not feeling very good. My wife helped me out. She does an amazing job for like the minutes that I gave her to do it today. Um, but the most times I'm sitting here like, okay, gotta take this layer and flip it over, comb the under layer, then flip it back over, comb it back this way, so it gets like a kind of a wave to it. Then I gotta do it the same on this side. And then sometimes I'll do all that and then just put it up in a ponytail. My hair is naturally wavy, so like this is curled, but this normally, when I like actually let it do what it's supposed to do and not brush it out, will be very, very wavy. So about homeschooling, do you find that it was better for you in the sense that you didn't have to worry about like getting ready and you didn't have to worry about the social anxieties or dealing with people, or do you feel like you missed that social experience of being in school? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do something to help my throat. I'm gonna try not to suck on this too loud, but it's a cough drop because my voice is about going. Excuse me. So do you feel it's like better for you to get that experience or to not, or was it worse because you didn't get the experience from being in school and making friends that way? I also just noticed that I'm only 11 followers from affiliate. You guys are amazing. Super curly hair. Granted, it's got enough that I just need to wet it and brush it. Honestly, you'd rather have gone to public school. Yeah, I've kind of heard the same thing. So my niece and nephew were also homeschooled, and they did do partial, like they did a couple years where they'd be in like public school, and then they do some years where they weren't. I would love to have seen like what would happen in the same family if one was all public and one was all private. Like just how would that react? Because like you have the same parental system at that point. Just curious, like how that would have turned out. But I grew up in an isolated conservative home and had to undo a lot of the damage later. Still working on it now. So that being said, I know you said you don't want to have kids, but if you do, are you doing public or are you doing homeschool? I also think that I will be doing, just to fill in the gaps, some Overwatch today because my voice is just gone. So I will stay out of the chat room because I don't want to hear random people chatting. But I will get that up and running while we're talking. Do you homeschool? I'm sorry, you did public. Homeschool gave you some nice experiences, but I don't think they gave me anything that public didn't. So I went to full public school. My kids do charter school, which is basically public school. The one thing that I do like about their school that my school didn't was that they cater to the level that they're at. So my son is in third grade and he just tested out actually, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe a month ago at this point. He tests out reading at a freshman level in high school. And he's like his scores are like top 9% of the nation in reading. So what they end up doing is instead of just treating him like a third grader and just trying to give him third grade work, they'll teach to his more advanced levels. I think that's amazing if you can get that in your schools. I'm a big proponent of, free secondary education for people and working with. I know our teachers are like overtaxed and overstressed and or underpaid. But if we could find a way to like focus more on education to where that kind of thing can be possible across the nation for the US, I think we'd all be better off. Unfortunately, we spend that money on other stuff that we shouldn't. So education for me is a big one, and I'm glad that we have found a school that'll do that. Get this up and running while we're doing that. Give me a second. I'm still here, just not happening in school. Skip classes and such, but it's completely the parents' call. There's no experts, no public comparison, nope, or anything like that. Just the parents and whatever curriculum they happen to have. So they could not reach out to, and my knowledge of this is like really, really bad. But for there we go. See, I think that would be worse for me. Like, I'd want to know where my kid ranks because, like, how could I help them otherwise? Like, if they're doing really, really bad, then I need to know where I need to help them. If they're doing really, really good, then I want them to be more challenged. Because I know, like, when I was in school, I wasn't challenged that way, and I got bored, like, straight up bored. My wife, on the other hand, was the same, but she finished. Technically, we both graduated at 17, but she could have been done at 16. Like, that's how far advanced she was. So, I don't know. Like, by the way, is the game sound too loud? If it is, I will turn it down, or if I'm too low, I can turn myself up as well. Actually, I think I'm all the way up as it is, so I can turn this down a little bit more. But if it is outpacing me, then let me know. How many? I have to know, since you were homeschooled, how many kids were in your class? Like, did you actually have a graduation ceremony? Because, like, I know my niece and nephew did. Um, and they were both like in their final year homeschooled. I know I'm a bit quiet. I usually am. I can pull the microphone just a little bit closer, but usually I'm very quiet. It's even worse when you're in person. But if the audio of the game is there,
Traveling to Numbani. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
but yeah, how many were in your actual quote unquote graduating class?
Science will reveal the truth.
I read you.
Nothing I haven't seen before. Stick together. We will complete our mission.
A few thousand. Yeah, see that when I first heard like how many were going to be in that graduating class, it threw me off as well. Yeah. Um, because like I thought my class was big. There was like 363 people, but I was a public school. My wife grew up in this like little tiny town, like a little, and she had I think like 30 people in her senior year class. 30.
1. Attack commencing.
So
Capture objective A.
I don't know, but I think like it could guess it's easier to be valedictorian in that kind of case. Okay, this is crazy. Oh my god, the turret for real. Wow, we got nothing. We have no damage whatsoever. Nice. Well, that's gonna be play the game. Yeah, that's what this kind of game is gonna be, I think. We stayed in this hallway like way too long. We had no push. Well, trade. I'll take a trade. At least we got the point. I'm happy with that. I'm dead. That was great placement by the Torbjorn. Oh gosh. not have an answer for any of this.
Get into position.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens.
There in the gap. This will heal you. 60 seconds. Not yet. Restoring. 30 seconds remaining. I will allow you all to stand. This will heal you. Help me.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. For some reason, this one and Fortnite are ones I can play and not get motion sickness, but things like Call of Duty, you know, Rainbow Six, stuff like that, I makes me absolutely nauseous. Yeah, it's fair. We're up against a couple golds and we have a low level bronze and pretty much 5 other bronze.
Science will reveal the truth.
Matchmaking, folks. So, like, do you play any first person shooters at all?
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
I know we have our differences, but your brilliant mind would be
Okay,
welcome
well,
into
let me see if
our
I can explain this.
Academy's
So, like,
offices.
I'm basically a support class. For me, you'll see me pull these 2 orbs up. The yellow one will heal, like, through a ball that bounces around and around. So, like, you'll see that bounce around. It'll heal anybody that's gets near that ball. The purple one will do damage. Then I can do this to heal people. And then I can do this to damage people. Other than that, I have a phase shift that can kind of temporarily save me.
My will made real. I require assistance. This will restore you.
So right now, my job is to keep everybody alive with health.
Your power is mine. Your hammer home.
Well, I'm alone. Goodbye, girl world. Gotta watch the footy
Not all
game.
sacrifices in the name of
I mean, that probably explains why like most of the people here, or who are from the UK, I should say, are not watching. But that's fine.
repair the damage.
Thank you for coming, by the way, Jordan.
Seemingly vague. Heroes never die. Get into position. Gale, Domahol. Our enemies return. Power of destruction.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good.
That's much better. Get into position. I'm restoring you. Your strength fades. My condition is injured again. Allow me to repair.
Tracer's annoying. Like, really annoying. She'll just bounce around like that. Okay, we have like 3 minutes still.
This will heal you. Such a claw.
Oh my gosh. The Farah. That's GG. Oh well. The Farah switch was big.
Play of the game.
Just really curious what the other gold was. The gold healing.
Triple kill. Quadruple kill.
Oh, that was gold healing. Oh well. Let's see what my final ranking was. 1337. Although that spells lead speak. That's not lead. That's not lead at all. So let's hopefully I get some better teams. But I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm going to get some really, really bad ones here. Oh, that cough drop really helped. I am not as gravelly as I was just a few minutes ago. Not great, but not bad. Heroes of the Storm. I used to play Heroes of the Storm all the time. Who are some of your favorite characters in Heroes? Do one more of these because that really did help. I know, like for me, like in Heroes, Abathar, Abathar. Gosh, I love Jaina. Jaina is my girl. Yeah, I knew who you meant. Abathar. I think it's a THUR, but I could be wrong. Um, love Jaina, Keltis, whatever. Uh, hmm. It has been forever since I've played, so all the names are like kind of gone. But usually, like mages were my thing. I was a really sick Jaina player.
Traveling to Dorado. Prepare to
Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, looks at least we have a gold player this time. What are we up against?
Science will reveal
Yeah,
the truth.
like everything I played was mostly DPS. I did try to do
Your body seems to be
tanky a couple
adapting well to the
times, but I can't
changes
remember
we
who it
bring.
is. Butcher, I tried a lot.
Attack commences in
Um,
30 seconds.
was never good at like your the witch doctor guy. What is his name? Pushes like with like frogs and stuff like that. Him. Then like there's a few here like Lily, the healer.
Five,
I play her a lot.
4, 3, 2,
Would love to
1.
play sometime actually if you still play. I have to read like I have to update it, but
Escort the payload.
No need to mess about. This is my
oh the
future.
cart just bounced that the different way.
This will restore you. Strength flows from me. Ensure the payload progress. Enemy turret within my sight. Restoring you. This will heal you. Get into position. Regenerate cellular structures.
The heck?
Nanoboost
Oh,
administered.
Surrender to my will. Allow me to repair the damage.
that's unfortunate for them. They had to leave her.
Injured again. Get to you. Touch from afar. The payload moves in circles. Regenerating cellular structures. This will heal you. Shohei Maho. I will draw the strength from your body. Allow me to repair the damage.
Nanoboost administered.
I'm restoring you.
Yeah, I don't know. I for Abathar, sorry, I know I was really quiet for all that section, but I was excited. Um, but for
The payload moves in
that
circles.
game itself, I will definitely play if you want to.
Get into position.
Whether you're good or not, that's fine. I just haven't played in forever. That was an interesting play.
This will restore you. I will rebuild you. My ultimate is front.
Nano boost administered.
Surrender to my will.
There we go. That was much better.
Score 3-0. Switching sides.
Did I have 10? I wasn't even counting.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
I don't really look for kills on my supports. Mostly just my healing to make sure it's okay. Well, that's fine. If you want to play, just let me know. I will definitely play some Heroes of the Storm. For anybody who is watching has not yet followed, please do so. Those really help. I'm trying to get to affiliate, and
Science will
every
reveal
follow
the
gets me
truth.
that much closer. I think I'm only 11 away. It'd be amazing if I could get it.
It's high noon somewhere in the world.
Oh, a 10 kill streak. Yeah, no. Apparently I had
In 30 seconds.
19 overall. Let's see what I can do here.
4, 3,
Get some cheap shots.
1.
The power
Attackers
of destruction.
incoming. Stop the payload.
Help me. Get into position. Guessing you can evade.
Thank God he's bad with that hook.
This will heal you. I will draw the strength from your body.
That was a charge. Okay.
Allow me to repair the damage. I require assistance. Your heart.
Enemy contact.
I will rebuild you.
Oh, okay. That was dumb. That was dumb on my
Perhaps
part.
a new methodology is required.
I need to heal more often.
60 seconds
Allow me to repair the damage. I'm on fire. Keep out of my way. This will restore you. Nano boost is charged. This will improve your condition.
30 seconds remaining.
Our inevitable victory beckons. I will draw the strength from your body.
Unfortunate for him.
I'm on fire. All evidence
Well, there's a win. That's a good one. We can play Heroes of the Storm. I have to update this. So, I hate people who do that.
Play
Anyway,
the game.
to do the too easy. Um, but I have to update it first. So if you don't mind, like after stream, then I'll definitely start setting that up and we can play there. Oh, no, I was just saying that when it comes to Heroes of the Storm, like after stream is over, I'll absolutely play. I have to update it though. I want to be on stream, like literally just uploading and patching. It's boring. But if you want to play after, I'm definitely down for that.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Uh-oh. Let's do...
Come on, let's bring it together.
How positively medieval.
I would take that as a compliment, my lady.
I miss? Come on. Oh.
Five, four, three, two, one. Round one. Capture the objective.
I've sighted the enemy.
Oh. Ooh. I can't get over the lip. Damn it. Couldn't get over the lip.
And the beat goes on. Heal up.
Wow. Okay.
Time to change it up. Push your Oh, let's break it.
Come on.
Back in the mix. Healing boost.
Such potential.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Push it. Raising the volume.
Setting out the welcome mat.
Healing. Nothing's gonna stop it. Oh, this is my jam. Oh, let's break it. Damn. Oh, this is my jam.
Best round. 1.
Sorry, I could not let that Lucio keep that up. That was funny.
Score 1-0.
You need to stop telling those ridiculous stories, Raka. No one believes they're real. Ridiculous stories? My tales of adventure and glory are all true. Even the one about the mad doctor and the witch?
Let's see if we can keep this up, huh?
Oh, let's break it down.
Oh my gosh. How did I get back in the room so fast?
You hear that?
Yeah, right?
This is gonna make you feel better. Raising the volume. Left is bit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. They burned every single ult they had. Well, a lot of them.
I hope nobody saw that.
Group up with me. Group up. Join with me. Group up with me.
Raising the volume. Feel it. Feel it. Push on. You hear that?
And I think that's it. Yeah. Win number 2.
Play of the game.
What? What did I do?
Need some help.
I don't understand why that was play the game. I literally got like 1 kill out of it. But ranking goes up regardless. I'll take it. Thank you. I would love to get to like silver, because being in bronze is terrible. And I know I'm at least a silver player. Sometimes I just get matched with people that definitely belong in bronze, or they're intentionally trying to lose, and that sucks. That's why I want to get out of this rank. Yeah, the booted, that sucked, because I was like trying to get back on, and I couldn't. I tried and I tried and I tried, and I just could not get back up there. So I eventually had to just let it go. So how's your day been otherwise? I, because I don't know, like some people just intentionally derank themselves. I don't understand the purpose behind it. I would imagine just so they can go in and, get easy wins. Because, they're gold, diamond, whatever, platinum level players. They intentionally derank because they know they can make it back up there. They just want to beat up on a bunch of people who are no good or still learning. Big win streak would be great. That'll happen sometimes where I'll get a few wins in a row and then just I get the worst games. And there's nothing I can do about it. Not as a support. Like if I want to win more games, I have to probably learn how to play DPS. I'm just not very good at shooting, so it's kind of hard. I will say that I feel more comfortable in support, but for whatever reason, it's my lowest ranking. For some reason, tank's my highest, and I feel like I'm an awful tank, so I don't know what's going on there. Well, we do Heroes of the Storm. Who do you want to play as? Because I'm going as Jaina. Like, if it's available, I'm going as Jaina. I haven't played in forever, and I may be rusty, but I will definitely play Jaina. Abadar? Yeah, it's fine.
Now entering King's Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Hmm. So this one that hasn't picked in DPS is the Mei from last game, and they weren't incredibly good, so I don't like my chances.
Come on, let's bring it together. Check this out.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Doc, I've been having the worst headaches.
I've always said you should get your head examined.
Yeah, time to heal up.
Give it your all.
Okay, I'm definitely down for that.
Turret deployed.
Oh, is it a Pocket Mercy to the Hanzo?
1.
Okay.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Activating the barrier. Turning up the heat.
Raising the volume.
Oh my gosh, those shots though.
Time for an encore. Loving it. Get back. Oh, let's go.
Fudge! That was dumb.
Sorry, had to give you the hook.
Heroes never die.
Yikes.
Whoa, now that's more like it. Oh, suicide jam. Raising the bar. I feel great.
I am just annoying these guys.
Back in the mix. Gonna make you. Oh, let's break this.
Oh
Damn!
no. Oh, the auto target. Oh, double ult.
You hear that? Heal up. Back in the mix. Fire in the hole. Audio.
But well, that was useless.
Score
3 minutes.
to 3.
Got it.
Sides.
Hello, Christog. How was your game?
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Did you win? Well, did they win? Because you're not, actually playing.
Science will reveal the truth.
Reinhard, what should I focus on today?
Focus on up.
Mm.
All systems operational.
Come on, let's bring it together.
Ready for combat.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of armor. So I guess you are a pretty big target.
Hey, good
The final prison heist. Oh, you were doing your stream today. Got it.
5, 4,
For some reason, you were watching a game.
2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Enemies over there. I'll cover you. Here it comes.
Raising the bar.
Wow. Okay. My members don't need to type in when they go live again. Yeah, well, it didn't show mine, so I did it manually. Well, that's fine. I'll just do it that way. Gosh.
Time to change it up. Let's get you healed up. Push on. Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Leave this to me.
Whew.
Ahlan. I am on fire.
There we go.
Objective A captured. Escort the
Raising the volume. I'm on the payload and moving. Nothing's gonna stop it. Oh, this is my jam. Let's hustle. Push on. Nothing's gonna stop it. I am loving this.
Executing flight maneuvers.
I hope nobody saw that. F it up. Let's get you healed up. You hear that? Someone get that payload moving again. You lost me.
The payload has reached the objective.
Well, we're still not going to beat him in time.
Oh, turn it up.
So hopefully... Wow.
I hope nobody saw that. Oh, this is my jam. Audio medic.
God, that move sucks sometimes. Ugh.
60 seconds remaining.
Let's get you healed up.
Oh god, he died.
Now that's more my ultimate. Ready?
10 seconds.
Oh, let's break it. Oh. Push off.
Adaptive circuit engaged.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was. I tried.
Time to change it up.
Defeat. Play of the game.
Yeah, it was unlucky.
Triple kill.
Not sure what my other healer's healing was, but I'm not really blaming the healers here. It really was weird tank positioning. It's fine. On that note, it is nearly 4 o'clock, so I'm going to end this game. And come back to the screen here. Just do a little reset here. Hopefully that works. If not, you'll just get a black screen and nothing I could do about it. There it goes. So today I think was a pretty good stream. It was a little different than what we normally do, and got to learn a little bit more about myself and why I'm doing this kind of thing. I would really love to thank Joy for the follow. For those who are watching and have not yet followed, please do so. Those really help me, and again, I'm only 11 away from getting the affiliate. I will be back again tomorrow with Fortnite at the same time, 2 p.m. Central. And I will be collabing with the great Chrisdog underscore D underscore gaming. See, I got it that time. Where again, we'll be doing some Fortnite. Hopefully doing better than we did on Valentine's Day, because God, that was awful. Between not getting a win and my system crashing twice during the stream, I'm really hoping that we don't have that same effect. But for tonight, again, thank you everybody for coming, and I will see you on Thursday, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, today's Wednesday. I almost thought, like, somehow my days are all off. But thank you for watching. Again, you can follow me here. You can follow me also on Twitter and YouTube. They're all the same thing, RiseOfSadiestic. And other than that, thank you for watching. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye.